The 2008 financial crisis was one of the worst economic disasters in modern history. Banks collapsed, stock markets crashed, millions of people lost their jobs. But what actually happened? Why did it go so wrong? And most importantly, could it happen again? Let's break it down in simple terms. To understand the 2008 crash, we need to go back to the early 2000s. The US housing market was booming. Banks were handing out home loans to almost anyone, even people with low income and bad credit. These risky loans were called subprime mortgages. They were high risk, but banks loved them because they made huge profits. But here's where things got dangerous. Banks took these risky loans, bundled them into complex financial products, and sold them to investors all over the world. It worked, for a while. But the housing market can't grow forever. When people stopped buying, home prices began to fall. Suddenly, thousands of homeowners couldn't afford their mortgage payments. They started defaulting on their loans. And just like that, banks were sitting on billions of dollars in bad debt. By 2007, the first warning signs appeared. Banks started reporting huge losses. Then, in September 2008, the unthinkable happened. Lehman Brothers, one of the biggest investment banks in the world, went bankrupt. This triggered full-scale panic. Stock markets crashed, banks stopped lending money. Businesses couldn't borrow. The entire financial system froze. The US government had to step in with massive bailout packages to prevent a total economic collapse. But the damage was already done. The crisis spread across the world, hitting Europe, Asia, and beyond. The aftermath was devastating. It was the worst economic crash since the Great Depression. Millions of people lost their jobs. Unemployment soared to over 10% in the US. Foreclosures skyrocketed. Families lost their homes overnight. Governments spent billions, some even trillions, trying to stabilize the economy. It took years to recover. So, who was responsible for the crisis? Was it the banks? They gave out loans to people who couldn't afford them? Was it Wall Street? They repackaged these bad loans and sold them to investors. Was it the government? Regulators failed to control the reckless behavior of the financial sector, or was it consumers? Many people took on debt they could never repay. The truth is, everyone played a part. After 2008, new banking regulations were put in place to prevent another crisis. But here's the thing. New risks have emerged. We have a tech bubble, a crypto boom, and a new housing market surge. Global debt is higher than ever before. History has taught us one thing. Financial markets are cyclical, so the real question isn't if another crash will happen, it's when. So, what do you think? Have we learned from 2008, or are we heading for another crisis? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy financial content explained in simple terms, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.